Hi, this is Bishop Tim Doherty again with yet another topic of concern to our Catholic community. The topic today is the death penalty or capital punishment. We hear a lot about this, especially in Indiana, because at Terre Haute we have a federal facility that does executions, and a couple of more are coming up here at the latter end of 2020. Catholic teaching deals with this as it deals with all questions of right or wrong, in terms of justice, in terms of mercy, and sometimes it's difficult to balance both of those. I would remind us that we want to look at people who are going to suffer capital punishment as still having human dignity. And we would ask whether capital punishment makes it impossible for that person to grow, to convert, to express remorse, to even turn their life around. I know that sounds odd. That's one of our concerns. Another concern is that this punishment has been handed out to people unequally. And again, did I have a poor defense lawyer? Was I afforded all the benefits of evidence that should have been enacted? And finally, was the crime done by a person who was in full control of their faculties? One of the difficulties in our country, there still is a question of whether we should execute minors. Another issue is that it kind of brutalizes the people who have to guard these prisoners and then be responsible for their death. Another issue in the United States is that physicians have backed out of wanting any part of these, and also drug companies have weighed in and say they don't want their products to be used to execute people. In our own culture, we have to be very careful about how we speak about capital punishment, because very often we're going to be in the room with somebody who's had a relative or friend murdered or otherwise taken advantage of, and we have to be very sensitive to the criminal process, to the seriousness of the crime, and to those who have been affected by crimes in our society. The bottom line judgment of the Church is we could keep the society orderly and safe without putting people to death. Thank you for listening.